Watch Oasis, Tier 2, Week 16. We have Bushido Banzai versus Tater bots, and I am joined by SD Tempo. How are you
Oh,
tonight?
what up? Doing great, Kenny. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Doing good. Excited for the games tonight.
I mean, I'm pretty sure this is the first time we ever did a commentate duel with each other, right?
Yes, we may have did one last season. I'm not sure, but I know this season this is the first time. Yes.
Okay then. Yeah, it's a long time in the making. Because I remember, back when I came back 2 months ago, Chuck took your place.
Yeah, I remember.
So yeah, this was a bit in the making. All right, so Bushido Banzai and Taters. This is gonna be a very interesting match between these two teams. I mean, I usually say that almost every week, but this one especially could be quite interesting, especially with Bushido up in the uprise in the most recent games. I mean, the last game they actually played against TFC, they almost beat TFC. In fact, if I remember correctly, TFC had a reverse sweep to get that win that game.
Ready for battle.
Yeah, it was a reverse sweep. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I thought you were the captain. You confirmed that for us. I forgot. Oh man. It's like, see, Kenny's like sad. Kenny's like sad because I can confirm all this stuff. Right.
Also for Tater bot, this is a. Oh, you can go. You can go.
Oh no, go ahead.
No, you speak. You're like the color guy, or whatever, color commentating. You speak more.
Okay.
Do they want to pause or something? Second guess hasn't picked yet.
Oh, he's picking. Yeah, he's gonna pick Lucio there. Looks like. So yeah, Tater's getting kind of swept last week against TFC. So Tater's they're gonna be wanting to take a clean victory here. But that start is not great for them. Carolbot coming in and booms him off the teleporter. And Bushido looks quite ready for that teleporter strat right there.
Yeah, it has been a pretty popular thing on a lot of Lijiang maps. A lot of people play Sim. So, like, Lijiang is one of Sim's best maps. Probably her best map in the game, honestly.
But most definitely. I mean, but if you're not careful, you just get instantly taken advantage of like that with the symmetric thing. All right, so Tater's now gonna be in a bit of a disadvantage state. They're gonna have to go. They're gonna be rotating right side here. You don't really see when you see people run stream stat. You don't really see them go right side and white room here, but
yeah, they typically do that. Yeah, that's pretty new.
Bulldog is getting melted instantly by Chaotic Phoenix. The beam is fully charged in the Symmetra right now, and Bushido, they're gonna charge right forward with Kilowatts amp speed. Tater's gonna have to disengage once again instantly. Gotta say, I think if we're gonna compare support comps here, both sides, I think the Moirans definitely favor Bushido here. It's keeping the sustain up on our demo, to get these aggressive engages. Compared to the Mercy here at Taters, where you see Bulldog just get melted almost instantly. Okay, wall to be popped here on the side of Bushido Banzai. Our demo gonna take full advantage of that. We're trying to push a bit forward here. However, Taters, they're gonna wait that one out. They don't want to get aggressive into the sim wall.
Yeah, Bushido, they're just getting a single, like a couple picks here and there, and it's winning them fights because Tater bots are retreating as soon as the picks come through. And it's balled them a lot of times so far.
Boop comes on a second guess, and he's gone from Hungo. Herzl getting a kill there on the Mercy. Actually, a shockingly massive pick coming from behind Dune. And with that, Bushido are gonna push right forward again, and Tater's have to get a reset. And now they're in final fight territory here.
Echo's looking to touch on left side. I don't know if they realize that, but Echo's left side is looking to touch.
I think oh, they realize now, Kenny. With those sticky bombs, they're gonna realize at least. But
oh yeah, they're gonna need someone to tap in really quick.
And we're going Nidoking will be that. Nidoking takes down Killbot, but he dies. Gets the punch over. High Noon comes out from Polish, but it's gonna get glassed actually. That's a lot of heal on from the side of Bushido, and with that shatter from the side of Bullet, I think this might be it. Taters might be able to cap the point here. Shit, look. 50% charge right now, going in, but Bushido are not giving up. They're gonna commit a beat here, and it might work actually. Herzl with the fan the hammer, the summon 2 on the Chipluck. The Chipluck is down. Gonna get a second one on the Nidoking, and that beat was actually a lifesaver there for Bushido because they're gonna be able to full hold.
Yeah, I forgot Killer Bot had died first because I was wondering why didn't he beat like mid-fight when it was pretty even. But yeah, the beat ended up being huge when they came back. Also, the turrets did a lot of damage. They never killed the turrets and ended up killing Liana actually. So that was pretty big for Bushido Banzai. Also, let me test. Okay, didn't test pause first map. It's a good thing we didn't need it.
Oh yeah, I have to agree, Kenny. I mean, that's something I noticed too is that those turrets, they never got destroyed once. You know, it's something that like you expect like the off-take like Chipmunk to deal with, or even like the one with DPS, but it's like none of them dealt with those turrets at all. And Chaotic Phoenix got that free real estate there.
3, 2, 1.
So this is another map where you can play a sim a lot. But neither team is opting for the sim here. We have Doomfist and Echo, and Junkrat and Cree, and then but the tanks and supports are very similar.
I mean, this is definitely like you said. My bad. I'm stumbling my words now. I don't know why, but this is a great Junkrat map. So much spam you can spam it to, and yeah. Alright, Sleep gonna be on forward dodges here. It's not gonna do much. He's woken up almost instantly by the hammer of Perzo. In fact, Perzo's gonna get taken out quite fast. Bushido gonna back up. They do have old advantage though, however, with Chaotic Phoenix. Has that tire ready to go. That's kind of the wondrous point Junkrat here on Control Center. You get you get those fast tires. So trying to get aggressive here on the Reaper right there, but they have to use Fade early to get out. Back tire coming to Chaotic Phoenix. And right there, just like that, Bushido gonna push right in. Locked up, getting a cheeky sweep there on the end of Chaotic, but won't do much. He'll be able to get it back up right there. And Bushido gonna get a fast cap there.
Yeah, it's a pretty quick retake. They only got 40% on the meter, so that's pretty good on the side of Bushido Banzai.
Bulldog though has the shatter ready. He's gonna have to push up here and find someone. That's fight two! Shatter comes out from the side of Ardemo also, but his is gonna be blocked actually. And just like that, Tater's gonna push aggressively right in. Bulldog just fighting 3 there. And just as fast as Bushido capped, Tater's gonna cap right back.
Oh, Perzo gets the kill there. Can he get out? I don't think he's gonna get out. There's no way.
I don't think yet. Oh, he might be able to the teleport actually.
No, he is. Yeah, he did get out. So that's a big pick.
Bushido potentially now in the advantage state now, especially with Polish. How did they come back late in the team fight? Dupaket comes out, however, from Needle Key. It's gonna be coming to the Reaper. That might be potentially fat. Blossom coming out here, but he's taken out by Tondo. If we can get the Blossom out, Beat comes up on a second guess, and with the beat, that's the go button for Taters. Tater's walking straight forward. They're gonna find 2 there, and that's gonna be a reset for Bushido. Hungo, unfortunately, we're gonna get out the energy he had there. And with some late staggers there on a Perzo Hungo, Bushido, but in an emergency situation now.
They are coming back in with both DPS ults though, while Tater bot Savage Shatter here. They have Nano coming up soon as well. Chaotic may have been found out though, he's pretty low already. Yeah, Chaotic's dead before he gets able to get ults off.
Blossom comes out from the top and it will fight second guess, but it won't fight much. The damage is being soaked up by those tanks. And with the Nano and the board arches, this might be a cleanup here. There was a pin for Ardemo, but looking like that won't be enough here. Hungo still alive with tons of charge, but with 2 tanks and an auto jumping on him, it's looking like that will be a fast cleanup. Chaotic Phoenix will get a touch. He has the tire, but it won't find much. Chipmunk is gonna melt him to a smithereens. Stall coming in from Killbot, and it's gonna allow Ardemo to get the touch here on the Wrecking Ball. Glass coming in on the Moira, trying to keep up with the Wrecking Ball. The stall is actually pretty good for the side of Bushido, but I don't know if it could be enough here.
Yeah, it's pretty good stall, but they have to get kills.
Hungo's the one shot to get kills, but he's down. The charge, he was building up, not going to be going to use. Chaotic Phoenix on the rollout on the McCree, gonna find the headshot on a Needle Keen. But you gotta have more than that for Bushido. Polish just right up the kill feeder right now on the Doomfist roll, and just like that, the stall has been ended. And Taters will take point 2.
Yeah, it looks like it was pretty dominant on the side of Taters with 100 to 28. But I do think either, like, most fights were just a kill here and there could have swung it in either direction. So I do think this is going to be a pretty good map 3.
And most definitely, I think what one thing that that was a bit of a detriment for both sides is, yes, like there was a lot of times also I should add that, like, Bushido were getting picks or picks like with Perts on the Reaper pick Polish, or they would pick the Lucio, like saying guess for the tire, or the Blossom would get them. But most of the time these picks are like these are fast roll characters, and they can get back to point at time. So it was unfortunate. Most of the time when Bushido get these late picks in the team fight or early picks for the team fight, it wouldn't matter much. Polish would be back in the team fight when Bushido would be back in the team fight, and it wouldn't matter much at the end of the day.
We have both teams coming out on Sim here again, like map 1 of Wujon, and that was heavily in the favor of Bushido Banzai. We have the Sim Fair on the side of Tater bots.
I mean, Sim Fair, you don't see that comp that much, but it's looking like it's working slightly well. Damage being pumped in, but Bushido, right now they're an iron wall, and they're holding that point. They're going to get first cap.
Yeah, I don't think I caught like the initial drop, but I don't know if the Tater bots drop off like backside of point, or do they drop on point? Because the man was giving us a lot of free space.
I think they dropped out front side when they got the teleport instead of dropping onto the point. So yeah, they kind of gave us like point control there with the comp. Fat Shatter, I should add Fat Shatter coming for our demo there to get the cleanup. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they didn't drop onto the point with the teleporter, and that's why they didn't have that initial control there.
So we have three ults on the side of Bushido Banzai coming up, while Tater bots they're coming up on about 4 themselves. So this could be a pretty scrappy fight from both teams.
By Noon coming up here, not gonna find much of Perts, so he's just gonna cancel that one there.
He did a nice pick on the Lucio.
It is actually. And now if you're Hungo, if I was Hungo, I would aggressive grab here. There was no Lucio, there's no beat on the side of Taters. But doesn't seem like he wants to do that. Hungo's gonna hold on to that grab. Also, I don't think they noticed that Polish is behind them.
Do they need the grab right now though? Like, Tater bots aren't even coming in. They're just like waiting. Both grabs come out. Bushido loses their Lucio, so they couldn't get beat out. But Tater bots were able to get beat out. It's still a pretty even fight from both sides. Yeah, even though they had beat, they Tater bots, that was a fight Tater bots probably should have won. They had the beat advantage. Killer bot died pretty early with beat, so he wasn't even able to get his off. And second guess got his beat off, and they still lost that fight there. But in the Sim mirror matches, it did seem like Bushido Banzai were a bit more prepared. Like they seemed to have a bit more practice on the Sim comps, so they both Sim mirror maps they won.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, it's just,
No. Yeah, this is a pretty big game for both teams. We couldn't say that. I forgot to say this before the map started, but it's a pretty big game for both teams. As far as playoffs go, if Tater bots win, then that basically eliminates Bushido Banzai. Bushido Banzai wins. It puts them in the driver's seat for the 6th and final spot, as the top 5 is pretty locked up in Tier 2.
Yeah, it does. I mean, and that's quite massive for them. So.
Yeah, Bushido Banzai can get into playoffs. I do think they could be a pretty scared team, since they have new pickup Dre on the bench right now, and he'll be eligible for DPS in a couple weeks. If they get in as the 6th seed, I think that'll be a pretty tough out for most teams.
All right. Let me check if there's any swaps on your side have been talked about. Not, no, never mind, not yet. But yeah, you brought him up there, and I actually wanted to talk about that a bit. Was Bushido picking up Dre? It's kind of actually humongous pickup for the Bushido Banzai for that hit scan role to fill that in. Most people might remember Dre from Papega's last season. Absolutely a force to be reckoned with on the hit scan role. But I'm wondering. I mean, we don't really know if Dre's going to be fulfilling the hit scan role fully for this team, or is going to be a flex player. We don't really know just yet for Bushido, but right now I think it's safe to assume that he will be playing the hit scan role in future games when he's eligible. Yeah. All right, swaps have not been given yet for either side, but I'm very curious to see what Taters does here. I mean, they have Zero on the bench right now, and I would not be surprised if he gets subbed in here from the Taterbot's side.
Yeah, this is Zero's first. If you've been keeping up with Taterbots, Zero is widely regarded as one of the best DPS. Probably some people probably consider him the best DPS in Tier 2. He's missed like the last 3 or 4 games for them. I believe he's like 3 for 3 on MVPs this season as well on DPS. In the 3 games he's played, he's got an MVP every time. So, it's a pretty nice piece to have back when your season is kind of on the line.
Yeah, like you said, if there's your season on the line, put in the Zero, and that seems like that's exactly what's going to happen. Zero coming in for Polish, and that seems like so far the only swap that's going to happen right now for the side of Taterbots. Bushido, I'm not saying any swaps just yet, but I'm pretty sure they feel comfortable right now with what they have.
Yeah, they all 6 of them played really well. Nice. Hongo was the off tank, I believe. Hongo's Zarya is really cracked. So yeah, they played really nice. But we are going into Hollywood, which you can play Brawl in Hollywood. It depends on like what points of the map it is. But if it's a Brawl mirror, then you can probably play Brawl really at any point.
Yeah, I mean you usually see Brawl like on 3rd on Hollywood, you know, like that's usually where you start to see it most.
You could also you could also play it on 1st, like if they play like some double shield on high ground, then you can kind of just out rotate with the Brawl, which sometimes is the best play because the spam damage that you take on Hollywood can be really tough sometimes. So they're bringing in Dre on the tank. He's playing tank, coming in for Demo.
So he's probably I'm going to the limits. He might be playing the off tank here. I'm assuming. I mean, Dre, you know, if you look at his past seasons, he has some Diva hours and some Diva experience in past competitive seasons, and so.
But wasn't Demo the main tank from map 1? I believe it was the main tank, correct?
He was. Demo is usually the main tank for them. So that's something I just realized is that Uncle was now swapped out. So I guess Dre might be playing the main tank here. That's a bit interesting. And KDB coming in. That's good.
Yeah, KDB's coming in for Killerbot. So they might be switching off the Lucio because I do believe Killerbot is a Lucio player. So they might be switching off to Lucio here. Might be for some Mercy Ana, which is a very popular support comp. Maybe even Brig. I believe I've seen Katie play Brig a few times as well.
Yeah, Katie really likes the Brig picks. So we might, like you said, we might see that Brig coming out alongside Glasses Ana. I'm honestly expecting potentially a Brawl coming out here. I mean, it's like look through Dre's seasons. He does have some Rhine experience, so maybe Dre might pop out of Reinhardt here, or with the side of Bushido. All right, Reddy's coming from the side of both Taters and Bushido.
Okay, so we'll be getting into map 2, which is Hollywood. What do you think? What are you expecting to see here on Hollywood? What do you think these teams could roll out?
Oh,
Bushido, they are on defense first. They're on the blue side, so they're on defense first. What do you think they could roll out on here?
So like I said, I'm expecting like a brawl coming out here from Bushido, Banzai. It's Dre has more experience on the off tank, but one of the few main tanks he does. I'm looking for his profile that I do see him play a lot is the Reinhardt. So I'm pretty convinced here that Dre might pop out the Rhine. So I'm kind of predicting that more brawl style coming out here on the defensive side of Bushido. But for the side of Taters with Zero, and I would expect some Genji. Yep, there it is. Zero be playing that Genji.
Yeah, Zero plays a lot of the projectiles. He's a very well-known Junkrat player. Plays the Pharah.
Yeah.
Really known for his Genji as well. So I wouldn't be surprised to see him play Genji.
That's why I remember him for is the Pharah, Junkrat, Genji. Those three, the three musketeers of projectile characters. Oh, but something a bit interesting though is Hungo is gonna be playing the main tank here, and Dre gonna be on the off tank.
Yeah, when DPS players switch to tank, you don't see them play much D.Va. It's always like Sig, Zarya, Roadhog, sometimes even Reinhardt. You rarely see a DPS player pick up D.Va, so that is pretty interesting.
I mean, I'm guessing Dre has a secret pocket D.Va here. All right. Bushido will be taking a bit of aggressive hold here. Hungo holding this left choke.
They're playing Zero's playing Pharah without the Mercy pocket. That's pretty interesting.
That is interesting. Double bird in general is always interesting to see. But without a pocket, all right, especially against D.Va, yeah, that's gonna be quite risky for the side of Taters. But it looks like Zero's playing those quarters as well. He's not being taken out. We're dived on effectively. In fact, first one, moving over to Taters. Nidoking fighting KDB with a focus beam there. And both supports now gone. Zero fighting Glass. That's the opening you're looking for Taters. Zero fighting Chaotic Phoenix is going to be taken out quite instantly. Taters pushing it onto the point now, really melting that tank line. And
yeah, that's a pretty quick take.
Indeed, quite a fast one. And if you're Bushido, I would definitely get on to like a double head scan. They're doing just that. Chaotic Phoenix going onto the Ashe. Kurtzo going to the McCree roll here. One thing I will say that is quite great is that the tank line on the side of Bushido, they built some fast ults here. Shatter already ready for Hungo. Dre almost has the bomb ready to go. Zero getting aggressive there, but he's gonna be taken out from Kurtzo on the high ground. Kurtzo's finding a second at chip knocker just like that. A lot of the damage on the side of Taters is now gone.
Yeah, I think playing the double bird into a pocketed double hit scan is gonna be tough. Kurtzo just got 3 kills there, so like, yeah, it's gonna be tough for Tater bots here. Especially they don't switch to Mercy themselves. And they have both support out, so I don't see them switching at least for this fight.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, I'm assuming that the plan here is the Nano, either the duplicate or Zero with the Nano there. And that's why they're not swapping it just yet here. Bulldog's gonna be testing that point here. Gonna be pushing it a bit forward. And it's looking like they're gonna be going to high ground. I'm just gonna set up the Nano gauge here with Mako. Dynamite goes over, gonna be thrown over the shield, will catch 2, both tanks on fire right now from the side of Taters. And just like that, Chaotic has a bomb ready to go. In fact, 6 ults on the bank of Bushido. Kurtzo coming back from spawn of the pocket high doom, but Taters are not playing into that at all. They'll be backing up. Barrage comes out from Zero, but it's canceled, it's negated quite instantly. Double Shatter comes through, and a massive bomb gun from Dre.
So yeah, so we see Taterbot switching off the double fly. It's pretty hard counter there. So it's gonna be tough to play into that.
I really do like the Genji pick with the Ana here, but something that's been interesting is the Soldier 76 coming Nidoking. What's the last time you seen Soldier, Kenny? Because it's been quite a bit.
Yeah, outside of Stall, Soldier's not really played much. So yeah, I believe Sean played it a couple weeks ago. That's like the last time I've seen it.
Yeah, Sean did. Oh, but Nidoking actually maybe making us eat our words here. He's gonna find that really pick with Chaotic, and with that grab there, I think that might be the cleanup. Bob from Chaotic popped up point, but it won't last long. He's gonna be charged right off by Bullet Dodgers.
I thought Bob was a very optimistic ult to throw out there, but I think the trans, that was kind of a bit more optimistic. Like, I feel like the trans wasn't really needed, unless he's gonna switch, but I don't think the trans is needed.
I don't think he's switching again, he's pushing forward. So yeah, that trans, definitely not needed there. Alright, Zero almost has his blade ready to go. Maka almost has the nanos. We might be ready to go too, so we might see that nano blade combo coming out here. Hold on, just shatter ready. Also, so that's probably gonna be what the opening ult is here. It's gonna be that shatter. I'm gonna pushing in now alongside Dre. Drops the bomb behind, but it's gonna get blocked by Bullet Dodgers. The angle, not the best, honestly, from the deep on the side of Bushido there. However, finding that pick on second guess is quite massive. The Discord now gone out of the fight, and Bushido will take full advantage of that. Hungo Perto pushing forward, picking Maka, and just like that, that's a team fight one for this Bushido Banzai.
They still have the Nano Blade though, and that's really a fight win. Perso's gonna have to hit a fat flashbang, or Chaotic's gonna have to, I don't know, set a perfect trap or something to stop the Nano Blade. Maybe you guys can even hit a sleep, but it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough.
Blade comes out from Zero. Nano actually not wide onto the onto the Blade.
Wow.
That might have been a mistake there. Otherwise, he gets pushing on Bullet Dodgers.
Wow.
Hungo with the nano boost. Now, his no nano boost. Gonna push forward. Gonna find a couple picks here and there. Chaotic Phoenix gonna fight Bullet Dodgers, and that little misplay is gonna cost another lost team fight for Taters.
Yeah, that was 3 ults into a loss. Like 3 ults into a team fight that they lost. So that's tough. 3 pretty impactful ults as well that they threw in there. I do think the nano was missed, like bad shot, mistakenly given to the Reinhardt basically, but Zero was antied as well, so I do think that it wouldn't have made much of a difference health-wise. He did get antied and got booped away by the jump line.
Most definitely. Alright, Tater coming out here from Chaotic. It will fight Chipmunk. That, which is actually might turn the fight around just immediately, and it does. Well, Tater's retreating even after early pick of Hungo. They're not able to turn this fight around.
60 seconds.
So this is probably last fight territory, but Dre is out of mech at the moment, so maybe they can somehow take advantage of that, because it is kind of a 6v5.5.
They're definitely gonna. I mean, to take advantage of that, they're gonna have to spam down Hungo here, who's staying a choke. I mean, Zet, no Diva mech means free spam for that Zenyatta, so let's see what they won't be taking advantage of that at all. Especially Chaotic Phoenix finding Maka early there. Nano gonna be up onto Hungo, and he's gonna allow the space made for Dre. Dre finding 2 there, finding a third on Zero. Tater's gonna be retreating here, still sticking to the Soldier 76, interesting enough. I should point that out.
10 seconds.
Dragon almost ready for the side of Zero. He cannot have this Dragon eaten by Dre. That'll be quite bad. But with the bomb getting baited out here, that's a free Dragon. Dragon comes straight through. And the combo looking like it might pay off there, but however, Perso, he's on the high ground, and he's gonna fight Zero at the high noon. Tech fights are coming out for Nito. It's gonna pout some damage into to the side of Bushido. Chaotic Phoenix though still alive. He's gonna fight 2 in that team fight, despite it's never turnable for the side of Bushido Banzai. Second guess a bit, push forward there from the Zen. He's gonna be taken out by Chaotic, fighting forward, and Bushido Banzai will hold and will not allow Taters to cap third.
I do think third point Hollywood it can be pretty tough to take. So they can still win this. I do think Tater bots can still win this, but good job for Bushido because I believe they had told for like 3 or 4 minutes on third point, and they looked really clean on their third point defense. I thought they played it very well. Like they survived the grab Nano Blade, and then they survived the grab Dragon. Like that was pretty impressive on the side of Bushido.
You for your acting ability. Let's get moving.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, they didn't even have a lot of defensive volts besides, like, I guess you want to count like the Valk. They didn't have a lot of defensive volts to survive those, but they were just successfully kite those volts.
Adjusting angle of attack.
Like you said, Kenny, it's very impressive.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Alright, Zero baby on the Junkrat this time on the defensive side. If you know Zero's Junkrat, you know this is quite a scary pick for Zero here. He's absolutely a menace on this roll.
One thing we should watch out for is the double mine into your backfield and tire. That is a pretty. I believe he won the playoff. He won them a playoff map last. He won Papega's a playoff map last season. Doing that.
I heard the stories from Jibba on Icon Wall. So yeah, they are. He's what the torch. That little double mine tire stun. I'm gonna be pushing in here. But he's gonna be playing forward. I guess waiting for the pick from Perso. There it is. Nidoking now gone out of the fight. Second guess could have to now on the Mercy. Could have to res him back up, but he's taken out instantly once again. Perso finding the opening place here for Bushido. Perso finding a second on Maka. There's no auto now for the side of Taters, and just like that, that's the opening go button for Bushido. Bullet Dodge is going to be getting pushed in by Chaotic Phoenix.
Perso got about 3 picks there. That was pretty impressive on the side of Perso.
I haven't seen him play that much Widow recently, so I wasn't expecting him to come out here with the Widowmaker, but the last series.
Yeah, he from like scrims and stuff, he does play Widow a pretty good amount. Like if he would probably consider their Widow player. Oh, he's getting chased down by the Genji at the moment.
He 1 HP living on a dream. Oh, he gets away though. Ooh, nice feel right there coming from Bushido. Alright, Nidoking gonna be mirroring the Widow pick here. He probably get the duel to distract him. Oh, Zero gone now. That's a massive pick actually for Chaotic. No blade build coming out now. Now if you are Bushido, you gotta go forward. Perso find the other DPS. Go DPS the side of Taters. Shatter comes out and it's gonna find Maka. He's flat on his face. And Bushido continue to walk forward. And I'm going actually a bit of aggressive hold here. I'm pretty sure he's gonna back up, and he does just that. He's gonna back up. Not gonna be holding that doorway. Chaotic Phoenix has the duplicate here, but he's going to get double support and double tank on the side of Taters. In fact, that grab is actually massive. Both supports caught in it. And anti-nade also in front of there. It's going to be finish off both supports on the side of Bushido.
Hey, this is still winnable. Oh, maybe not.
I mean, it is. If the
actually, yeah. Oh, wow, I didn't see that. Yeah, they actually do end up winning it. I didn't see the. I saw the Diva and the Widow. I didn't see the Echo Ryan.
I mean, that duplicate, it's such a sneaky ult, sometimes you...
So, they have 5 minutes to... They really might need... They need probably... I think they'll need 2 fights. So it depends on where Tater bots decide to hold. If they play as far back as it's looking like they're going to play, then they're going to put themselves into 1-fight territory. And with 5 minutes, I don't know if that's the smartest idea. I do feel like they should have pushed up there.
Most definitely.
And here comes the Nano Blade.
Yeah, we have Nano Blade there coming out here. It will fight glass. It's actually, which actually means no Nano percent of Bushido, but I think that's quite fine for Bushido Banzai. You know, they're pushing in there, not pop any ults, just build up some ults of their own. They bait ult here and there from the side of Taters.
But they do have a Sombra on the side of Taterbot, so a hack shatter, or maybe if they can farm EMP in the next couple seconds, it could be pretty.
I mean, there's the hack on the Rhine, so see the shatter, there it is.
Did the shatter get anyone? I don't think the shatter got it.
It actually did. It got glass, but that was it. That was it right there, and Glass didn't die there at all. So that shatter didn't get the value that they were looking for. Full dodge, no barrier. He's getting pushed through by Trey. Nano Ryan. Real estate now coming through.
Chipmunk might be able to bring this back.
You're right, he might be able to pull this through, but there's an EMP duplicate coming here through.
Oh, that's big. That's
duplicate doing wonders with Bushido right now. Tater's trying to stall as long as they can. Zero back on the Doomfist. But it won't be enough, it seems like. He's gonna be melted quite instantly.
Oh, the trap kept Sombra off right there at the end. I didn't even realize that. The trap kept Sombra off. So Bushido Banzai, they go up 2-0. As you pointed out at the start of the stream, in their last game, they went up 2-0. And they were pretty dominant in their first two maps. I do think this one has been pretty close. Hollywood was a bit more dominant than Lijiang, but I think it was still relatively close. So they are on match point on Temple of Anubis. They'll be on match point.
Yeah, I mean, like I have to agree. Like, right, it was definitely close on both sides for the first two maps. But I think the thing that is catching them off guard, heavily catching them off guard, is honestly like Dre. Like, he's been a lot of the times drop these bombs in the back line or flying in and onto the supports and harassing them, and he hasn't really been contested at all from the side of Taters.
Yeah, did he? I believe outside of first point defense, in which they lost first fight, I don't know if he died again. He was obviously DMAC here and there, but I don't know if he died. And a lot of the times we've seen, which we don't always see with some D.Va players, is when they're getting DMAC and they just throw in bomb just to get their mech back, because D.Va and mech is just 10 times more valuable than just sitting outside of mech waiting for bomb to come back. Oh.
It's alright.
We will be swapping sides.
Oh man.
To Anubis as well.
Now this is gonna be quite interesting. Temple of Anubis with 0 in the game. Now if you were Taters, this is what you've been waiting for. 0, has that projectile hero pull. He has the Pharah, he has the Junkrat, and he has the Hanzo. So this is for Taters. This is definitely if you want to turn the series around, this is definitely where you started it.
Yeah, Junkrat, especially on first point, can be so oppressive to play into.
Alright, no swaps just yet at all for either side just yet. But I'm assuming we'll see some. Oh, yep, there we go. Katie is typing. And no swaps for the side of Bushido. Makes a lot of sense, honestly. Bushido Banzai looking pretty comfortable with the comp they were running there on Hollywood.
Yeah, and Hongo, who's normally their main off tank, he played really well on the main tank there.
Yeah, I mean, I've never seen Hongo play a main tank ever in my life, and honestly, it was definitely a shock to see him play Ryan that well there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got him ready from the side of Bushido. Tater's here. Not saying any swaps just yet.
Polish was just typing, so maybe he's about to send something.
Okay. Oh, I missed that. Okay.
He was just typing. He didn't send anything, but it showed that he was typing.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I mean, they have some people on the bench here. They have Aiden. They have Polish. They have some DPS to go swap around and play around here. So I'm wondering if they're gonna do any DPS swaps here on the side of Taters. Polish is typing. I mean, and also I should add also if needed, Polish can flex. So if needed, we could potentially see Polish on like support or tank.
Yeah, he does have a pretty good Ana. Polish has a pretty good Ana, but I think Maka has played well on the Ana so far tonight as well.
Yeah, Maka has. Especially with building up the ults fast. Maka's building up those nanos like almost every team fight, which if you're running a Genji like for example Taters were, is needed. So yeah, Maka doing a great job here tonight. And it seems like Polish stopped typing, so might be waiting a bit here before we get Tater swaps. Alright, we are getting swaps. Polish will be coming in for 0. Actually kind of surprising. I thought they would be keeping 0 here for Temple of Anubis.
Specs look good. Okay, 1 second.
Alright. Alright, we're gonna start where we started here. And I'm still kind of shocked here. I'm very curious what Tater's strategy or what they're planning here is. Like, this is definitely the map where you run like a projectile heavy player like 0, but here they are just not running that. All right. Defense gonna be first for Taters if I'm correct, and very curious what they come out here.
Ready for battle.
All right. Something I do like actually, Polish could be on the Widowmaker. You don't really see Widow that often anymore, but here we are, Polish gonna be on that Widowmaker. Needleking gonna be playing that Torbjorn. So I'm guessing they're predicting a counter dive, maybe the Torbjorn pick. However, it doesn't really seem like we're getting that on the side of Bushido. They're gonna be Bushido will be basically mirroring the same comp, minus the Ana and Farah coming from Chaotic and Glass.
So the Widow is, people do like to play Widow on this point, so it's not too surprising.
Yeah, but I mean, lately, ever since like the Widow nerfs, a lot of people have been running like Ashe or Hanzo in this.
And it's like it's a Widow, the Widow.
Yeah, that's the only difference though. Something that Pertz has to be careful about. Polish does have the Mercy Pocket with him right now. All right, there we go. KDB, they're getting their beam onto Pertz, but it won't be enough. Polish finding the first point in the Widow duel right now.
I haven't seen Polish play in a while, but Polish is a very capable Widow. If you don't put pressure on him, if you don't put pressure on Polish, he's gonna have a lot of free reign on the Widow.
I mean, he's doing as right now as we see, no pressure being put on him. He's getting all that damage in. Tater's holding strong right now, but Bushido, they're building up a fast nano now. Blast, yes, he's ready to go. Hungo going in. I'm assuming he's waiting for the nano to be popped onto him. There it is, nano pop, and a massive shatter coming onto the backline there.
Oh, that's huge.
Bushido played that patiently, and it went in their favor there. Waiting for that nano to build up, and once it was built up, they popped it. It went straight in their favor. Bushido gonna take happy first point here on Anubis swiftly.
Polish is switching off Widow which I think is pretty interesting. I do think Hanzo is pretty good here. It's against the Widow. I do think Hanzo might be decent, but Polish was, in my opinion, was winning the Widow battle on first point before they just got rode by the Ryan.
He might be switching the Hanzo for the spam with the shield potentially. Like they want more like pressure on the shield, Hungo shield here. That might be why he's playing the console, but we'll see what is their game plan is. Alright, double tank ult ready for the side.
It's like the divas are like we're having like a little 1v1 down below.
Window popped right now. Bomb coming in from Dre. It's actually a big angle, but the immortality percent against they're gonna stop most of that damage. Bulldog is coming with a massive shatter, but he won't be enough. It seems like he can't capitalize on it because Pertzo's on the Junkrat. He's gonna find Chipmunk. Got Nano Ray actually a bit interesting. You don't really see that often. Baby Nano coming in here. Mock getting the res on Nidoking. That's gonna be some more stall here, but and it's looking like it will be enough for Tater. They're gonna be able to hold here. Dre, he's gonna either have to die a point or get out. It seems like he's gonna opt to die.
Time to raise my APM.
Bit of a stagger actually coming out from the side of Tater's onto Dre. They don't want to keep him
honestly, they could probably even let him get mech back. Oh, they decided to kill him there. There's nowhere to jump off on Anubis, so the staggers can be pretty brutal.
Yeah, like I said, especially if he gets that mech back there, it's so much time burn off. But
and ult charge.
And ult, that too, especially the ult charge. But it seems like Tater's want to make that one a swift kill, nice and easy. Alright, push, has the dragon ready, and this is something that Bushido needs to realize. They're pushing into a small corner right side, whip it into a dragon strike. D-Mac actually on the Dre.
Yeah, the divas are like keep picking these like off angle 1v1.
Double shatter comes through.
Double shatter.
Duplicate and grind. Look at both blocked there, honestly.
Yeah, I think both were blocked, but there's still another shatter there. They are still winning this one.
Forward dodge was 2 for 1 there, so give him credit. He didn't block that last one, but he blocked the first two. Clean up. There might be a bit of a cleanup here. Chipmunk, D-Mac now. Baka still on the point. Saw as long as they can on the Mercy, but looking like it might be that shatter from Boyan by changing around. It's huge.
Oh, the Junk Mayhem may have won it for them though. Junk Mayhem gonna bring it back.
Chipmunk gets D-Mac there from the focus beam. Stall might be it there, and that is indeed it. Bushido.
2 minutes on the 2 clock as well, yeah.
That's not 2 minutes. It's not that bad, honestly. For
on Anubis, that's amazing.
Anubis.
On Anubis, that's amazing for Anubis. Capping on Anubis, like capping both points, that's amazing in and of itself on Anubis.
Initiating match.
Now I'm very interested to see what we're going to see on the defense for Bushido. I'm very curious if we're going to see maybe a Torbjorn of their own coming out here, or maybe the Junkrat again from Chaotic. I mean, it's definitely an area where you can play that Junkrat role and get so much value out of it, especially here on first. But it's looking like we're going to see a Widowmaker. And there's Junkrat and Widow. Understandably, you know, the Widow being pretty good here on the first point. Also going to be on the Widowmaker, so we're going to see the return of the Widow duel. Oh, maybe not. Pushing to the bar there. So actually, something I just noticed is that Nidokeen's on the Symmetra, so we might see a teleporter strat to point for the side of Taters.
Hello. What? Someone called the Gwen. 5, 4.
TP, I think Sim is very risky. Yeah, and against Junkrat, TP, that could be a disaster.
Most definitely, especially if the teleporter gets placed without getting shield or any way possible. But it seems like the shield is up, and they're not gonna be teleporting just yet. They're gonna be rotating on the right side. Pretty smart because if you know, like you said, what's up?
So if anyone's watching, my controller is drifting by itself sometimes, and I don't know what's happening.
Oh, they made dual shocks.
They TP right through. They TP mid. Oh, Ryan gets pinned, but I think he got bubbled.
He did, and that bubble did wonders actually for both Tater. Actually gets the pin on glass there. It's a bit of a goofy kill right there on a glass. Nidoking finds the third of the turret actually, and Bushido's just getting absolutely stomped right there in that tag. However, Perzo is still alive, and he's pouching in the damage. Sen gets getting body shot, and he is down.
Yeah, he had no other choice but to drop there.
And just like that, Bushido gonna get stomped off point, and Tater's just wiping through first. Swaps coming through right now. Perzo going onto the McCreary. Okay, Phoenix gonna be saved to that Junkrat, but somebody that's honestly a bit shocked. I just realized he's only 40% on the Junkrat charge for the tire. You don't really see that often on this. You don't really see that often Kill Anubis, but here we are. However, Chaotic with the Mercy Pocket, gonna build up that charge quite fast. It's gonna be fine to guess also while he's at it.
They're coming up on Sim Wall. They have that window coming up. They can build barrage for, like, if they can just save up for 6 ults, they could probably take this with more time than 2 minutes.
Rotation coming in on the right side here, on the side of Bushido, but everybody's split right now. Oh, there they go. The team just got back together right now. Oh, I don't know if I said Bushido. I meant Tater. My bad. Tater.
Oh, their team bridge. That was pretty. And these are some pretty. That was a pretty original. I'll say that's a pretty original TP spot. You don't see that one every day. No, I really think TPing is really risky against Junkrat though, because one mine, like the mine bomb combo. Oh wow.
Shatter Sun, also bullet dodgers, yeah.
It looks like he got booped by the junk mine, and then he got stunned.
Alright, a couple ults being popped here. However, the Tater, because like Bushido will be in the favor of that. Tater finding 2 there from Chaotic.
Yeah, it looks like it was going both ways basically, but that's obviously in favor of the defense on temp level defense. So they've used 4 ults there, so that's pretty rough.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, especially after burning that many ults, you expect Taters to swap off this like sim strat they keep running, but here they are, they're sticking to it. Nidoking still with the wall still. I'm guessing he has a plan for that wall. What he's gonna use, where he's gonna use it. Polish actually feeling a fast barrage here also. Now we're already at 70% from shooting this backlight. It's actually gonna find KDB. That's massive. And now just like that, you have your go button. But your second guess the window is gone. Drake's being a menace on the off tank here.
Yeah, Dre's doing a great job on the off tank. Also, Polish getting all these kills, like it's not good enough.
Oh, that's a bomb being popped on point by Dre. I don't really know if you were going for that bomb there. It doesn't find much, but that flashbang of Shatter will find something there. And just like that, after kind of a very scrappy team fight, Bushido will be able to hold. And now, almost just like that, Bushido is 30 seconds away from being the lead here in time bank. Tater's looking like they're finally going to swap off that Sim strat. They're going to be putting Nidoking onto the Junkrat.
Do you think they stayed on it just a tad bit too long there? I think it was probably just you going into like nades and junk spam. That's just rough with the TP.
Yeah, like it's so rough. Like you're basically walking into a war zone where you were in the sim against like the junk and Anna and. Honestly, I feel like Taters could have potentially snowballed this fast if they got off that sim pick, but here we are at the 1 minute 46 mark where that's just not the case. I also think something that's been quite detrimental for Taters is that every time they get a pick, one of their supports always get picked, like follow suit. Like for example, if they pick like KDB for example, second gets Mach, they will also get picked by Dre, who's pestering the backline on Diva. And it's always, and because of that, Tater's always down.
KDB is big first there, but their tie gets Jump and Mercy. So that's pretty much a fight win for Bushido there.
Yeah,
also, something to point out, with a minute to go, they likely... oh, that's a huge shatter. That's a huge shatter.
It is a huge shatter, but like, the problem is like, your bodies aren't back yet if you're Taters. They're now coming back, but at that time they weren't back yet, and because of that, Pertz will be able to get back in the spawn wars right when Taters get their attack here. And Pertz is back.
Oh, Bo's just Mercy again.
But the trades are going back and forth though, and we're 4-4. Reds does come up and Maka over, and it's gonna put Bushido in a bit of a disadvantaged state. But the Shadow of Mahungo catches second guess. That's massive. Bodies are coming back from the point now. It's Polish versus the world right now. Tater coming from the spawn doors. Needle Key won't be able to get anybody. Does not. Mahungo blocks every shield there. Bomb being shot down, but it's gonna be blocked. And this is looking like this is gonna be it here. Bulldog just tries to hit the Shatter and gets blocked out by Mahungo. Chipmunk trapped before he gets touched at this point, unfortunately, and Bushido, they're gonna hold second.
Yeah, that's the series.
Dominant 3-0 so far.
But we will obviously play map 4, which is Rialto. But nice job on the side of Bushido Banzai, getting a much needed win here.
Yeah, man, especially after having that rough game of the season, definitely needed for them. Get a fast quick win here.
Epic. It's nice to be appreciated. Epic.
I do think though, like that was another situation where a lot of fights were going like either way, going back and forth. But when you're on defense, there it's like you need to get a full 6. You need to get at least 2 or 3 6-man kills to actually cap the point, because Anubis is a tough map to take. So nice job on the side of Bushido Banzai, stalling it out as well as they did, getting the fights to where they're really scrappy, and they came out with the W there.
Alright. I mean, alright, no swaps just yet from either side, but if you're Taters right now, if you're Taters at this point, I think you're probably definitely gonna have to, I guess I would say, try something experiment here, try something, maybe put Polish on the support role, or something along that lines, because so far, a lot of the strats they've been running have not been going in their favor. So, Taters receive their experiment here.
I also think they need to be a bit more quick with swaps, and what, like we have both pointed out that they stayed on the sim maybe a tad bit too long there. So they probably need to, because they wasted about 3 minutes with the sim, and there were a couple fights they could have won after they had switched off as well. So it was a tough map. Anubis is a tough map. But Taters have played well tonight. Both teams have played really well tonight.
Yeah, they are playing both teams are very playing. Agreed. Like both teams are playing very well here tonight.
Have any swaps come in yet?
I'm assuming that's what KDB is doing the mastermind right now. She keeps typing stuff in the hasn't posted yet, but keeps typing. So I'm pretty curious to what Bushido's here to swap, because it seems like it's quite massive how much Katie is typing here. We're seeing some massive swaps coming here. Daria Uchiha coming in on the off tank. And Killbot coming in back on the support. What was the last time you saw Gara? It's been a bit for me, like since I last saw
Gara hasn't played. Yeah, Gara hasn't played much this season. I believe there's a Zarya player though. Could be wrong.
Yes, Gara plays a lot of Zarya. They also play. They also sometimes do play the Sigma, like a little. They did a little bit last season, but most of the time they are playing the Zarya pick. So I'm assuming that is what the Bushido is planning here, is to play Ryan Zarya brawl here.
And Demo's coming back in as well after winning map 1. They subbed him out for Dre. Dre played extremely well. The 2 maps after that, his diva has looked really nice. And like I said before, it's pretty impressive for a DPS player to come out and I don't know how much he's been grinding diva. You looked at their profile, so I don't know how much he's been grinding diva as of late. But
it looks like quite a hefty amount, honestly. Like it was the second most played character last season, around 5 hours. If I'm correct. Let me just check that quickly again.
Yeah, and he's probably been like playing
5 hours,
a lot. Yeah. He's probably been playing a lot in scrims as well. So his divas, he's clearly put in the work. It was pretty impressive. Maps 2 and 3, he had a lot of big moments. Had a big bomb, I believe, where he got a 2 or 3K on Hollywood.
Yeah, he had the massive 2K there on Hollywood. I mean, it's a lot of times because the angles he's throwing these bombs in. He's throwing them in these off angles that come in from far left or like far right. That's kind of like a flankish area that kind of catches the back line. It's a lot of times why these bombs are catching so many people. It's just with Diva, it just comes with experience and exposure, like knowing where the angles to throw these bombs in, and it's obvious that Dre's been practicing those angles to know on the roll. And they are. It looks like we got our readies for the side of Taters, but we do not have readies just yet for Bushido.
Yeah, not from Bushido. I need to get it. Okay, I'll be a minute.
All right. Oh, no, never mind. The ready was taken right back from side Taters. We're going to be playing a bit of a waiting game here. Alright, ready? Oh, there's our ready from the side of Bushido, but we do not have the ready for Taters now.
Also, sorry about my roommates in the background.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. You can't control that sometimes, you know. It do be that way. All right, I'm Polish. I wonder what Polish is thinking.
He was typing. Maybe he's making a swap or something. I'm not sure.
Maybe he did say no switches earlier, but he might be reverting that decision potentially. Oh yeah, he is. Polish could be going on the tank role. Interesting enough.
So, yeah.
It is what it brought up earlier. Try to experiment a bit here, try to get somebody, and they're doing just that, which is so Polish could be going there. Zero could be going as support actually also, which is, and Aiden coming in for the first time this series.
Almost hit start. That was accident.
There it is. I mean, we got the readies from both sides now. And now this is going to be quite an interesting series.
We are on Rialto. This is in Italy somewhere.
I'm pretty sure it's Venice, like in Italy. That's where it's at. Maybe I'm wrong, or it's near Venice. Maybe I don't know. I'm not good at geography. I won't lie.
Welcome to Rialto.
All right. So Polish. It has been quite a bit since I last seen him play the tank role. He's more known for his off tank, like the Zari and Hog. So I'm assuming Polish will be going on the off tank career, while Bulldog just sticks to the main tank.
Bullet Dodge is usually the off tank, but he has played Sig when they pull out their double shield a few times. When they played it, he has been a Sig player.
Ready for battle.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's what they're gonna. Yeah, it looks like they're gonna run Ryan Zarya, but Zero on the Lucio.
See, I'm shocked Zero's going to Lucio. Someone like Zero, you expect Zero to play something like the Diana or something, but on the Lucio, so that's gonna be quite cool to see.
Mechanics wise, I do think putting a DPS player on Lucio, because of the like, if you have the good mechanics, good enough mechanics, you can rate it Lucio pretty well.
Are you in need of personal training?
Who knows?
I mean, that might be the case.
Also, second guess might not play much Lucio. Second guess might not play much Lucio. So this is they're gonna run full brawl with the Maykree, Ana, Lucio, Ryan Zarya versus the Ferrator, Merciana, which Bushido Banzai has liked a lot tonight.
Ooh, the early one coming in right now. It's gonna wall up our demon from his team. Full Dodge taking full advantage of that, charging straight forward. Gonna get a massive pin, but Pertso just fights two out of nowhere. And is Mugano, he's gonna fight a third right there, and then guess he does. And Pertso just, after a fantastic wall clear from the side of Taters, Pertso just gets a 4K, just turns that fight right around. They get a 6K, he just takes the whole team out.
Yeah, those damage boosted rockets, they do a lot of damage. And he used like 80% to barrage after the first fight as well, so that's a nice job.
That is just nuts, honestly. If I was Polish, I would just go on debuff potentially for the defense matrix. You probably should be expecting him to have the barrage ready to go, but Polish should be sticking to that Zarya this early on. Team over playing the right corner here. Doesn't want to have a shield melted early. Wall comes out, but the Shatter's absolutely fungus. Shadow Barrage Nano combo is looking like it's going to be full and a fully effective and a quick team fight cleanup coming in for the side of Bushido. Some ults coming on the side of Tater's. Double tankle coming up right now. Second guess has the nano. Basically every ult but the blizzard are ready to go for the side of Tater's. There you go, nano will be put up the bullet dodgers. And it's going to be full effect. The shatter gonna find.
That was hilarious. They're like right in front of each other. they're like face to face on the balcony as they killed each other. That was pretty fun to watch.
Alright, Strike goes forward from Bullet Dodgers here. They're playing aggressive. They want to take out Gara, take out that charge, but he's gonna have his Mercy Purple with him. But there goes the boot from Zero, gonna change just that right through. So Fred and Lucio coming out through here tonight. Multi-core onto the point. That's gonna allow some space to be made for Bushido. So taking full advantage of the multi-core. Gonna find two once again. Just this bar being such a nuisance. Being such a board on the side of the boar hide. 4 Taters right now. It's not gonna be fully disengaged, however. They're gonna wait for the respawns in this right corner. They have the grab ready from Polish, and they're gonna probably pop it off to this maybe? No, they're gonna pick off Ardemo here. Ardemo caught in the blizzard. He's gonna be taken down.
Both tanks get caught in the blizzard there.
Oh, I didn't see it. I didn't see Gara. Well, both tanks getting caught in the blizzard, and that's massive for Taters. And they're gonna be able to cap first because of that. He's going in the water for a reset.
That's a nice little environment, a stun environment. So that's something you don't see every day. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, you don't. I mean, usually because usually bar is so high in the air, so you don't really see her that low usually. So I guess Aiden just took full advantage of that. It's like, okay, I'm gonna get a quick cheeky environmental here.
So they are coming up on Nano, Shatter, and Barrage, so that could be a combo from the side of Bushido Banzai here.
I mean, it is what their game plan was originally on their
Aiding his first kill.
I should say. But something like they won't have the shatter come through. Wall goes up for the Redeemable. He won't pop that shatter, but the Nano Barrage will go through.
They also had Aiden tried to stun Persto out of the Barrage, but he did get bubbled, so that saved him from the stun and helped him put out a lot of damage. As he just used Barrage, he's already 50% to his next one. Persto is like having a really nice map on this pair right now.
He is. I mean, the sky is his zone right now on the far end. It's just because there's honestly the only person that really is consistently contesting him is Aiden. He's on that McCree roll. He doesn't have to worry about a lot of people on the side of Tater's contesting him. If he plays out the Zarya's range, he's good. If he plays out the Honest range, he's super good. So Virgil basically has free range.
A big wall comes up. The May has been getting a lot of value out of the walls. I believe that's well, the May has been shutting down the tanks for the most part. Got a big wall on point A that the Demo Shatter saved it, and then the Blizzard killed both tanks for that to help them cafe, and then the wall there killed the Zarya.
One of those being popped here, but they're going in the favor of Taters, though. Chaotic will get a pick on Aiden.
It is pretty scrappy, though. It is a pretty scrappy fight at the moment. Yeah, Chaotic gets 2 kills on his way out. Like, yeah, they can recontest pretty easily.
I mean, especially with the Barrage Nano coming out here. Most definitely. Nano onto Goro Chia. He's even kept able to sustain for all that damage. Kurtzo gonna help his tanks there with the Barrage. Gonna take up Bullet Dodgers.
Perso is like, Perso is hard carrying this man.
In a lot of ways he is, yeah, but honestly that team fight was won because of Chaotic Phoenix there. You know, he gave him those 2 picks right there.
Yeah, he did get the 2 picks, but Taterbots had started, Taterbots got 2 picks right after that, and then Perso had killed the Ana in the room, and he ended up getting like 2 extra kills, so he's helping them clutch it out. But yeah, Chaotic with the 2 picks on his way out was pretty huge as well for Bushido Banzai. Second point of Real.
What's up?
No, nothing. I wouldn't have.
Oh, okay.
Last fight is about to start.
Blizzard comes out, game, but won't catch Kurtzo, but he's gonna be right back to the grave.
Oh wow.
That's a cancel. Nothing to cancel actually.
Yeah, he got stunned and antied. Yeah.
That's absolutely tragic. But it doesn't look like
Demo's still like, Demo's just dominating right now.
But he's pulling up the big Chad moves. Demo getting a fat Chad with a full dodge, not letting him take advantage of his own. And with the grab there, the grab to honestly, I guess that might be it. Yeah, Bushido, not gonna allow Taters to push to second.
Score 0-1. Switching sides. Initiating match.
Yeah, what I was going to say was on second point of Rialto, you either get like speed, you get like rolled on second point of Rialto and barely even take a fight, or you can get stalled out pretty hard on the attack and get stalled out pretty hard.
Ready for battle.
Because the respawns are actually pretty long, especially when you get it under the bridge. When you get it under the bridge, the respawn is going to be pretty long for you. And I do think that hurt Taterbots there. Because that fight where Chaotic got the 2 on his way out. The fight where Chaotic got the 2 on his way out, his team had the quicker respawns. Even though Taterbots had got the next 2 kills after that, we saw Persto and Chaotic kind of close it out. Their teammates came back to support them quicker than Taterbots were able to. But I do think it's a winnable map for Taterbots still. Like I said, you can get held. You can get held on first point, or you can get held on second point. Rialto is a pretty evenly matched map. Pretty evenly matched for offense and defense.
Stop the payload.
So it's been interesting coming out here. Sorry,
Big
Zarya
hook on the
Roadhog.
0 there.
That
Oh,
was
Zarya Roadhog. Wow.
Yeah, this is going back to 2020 right now. It seems like with the hog comps.
I believe the only team I've seen run this is Iconic News, and it was on this exact map, and it was against Spellbound Team News. That's the exact map they played the Hog Zarya.
Yeah, that does sound about right. I mean, it's you know it's one of those comps that you're going in for full damage, but it's so difficult to play. Especially against all those barriers and all those obstacles, especially against the Roadhog here. Our Demo, he's gonna have to find some cheeky hooks to get the full advantage of the hog.
Aiden is gonna take picks on Hog.
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of free reign for him. No, there's no barriers blocking him. There's no nothing really diving him. And because of that, he gets a fast dragon probably building off the Roadhog. Tater is going to push right through here. A little late kill on a 0 from the hook from our Demo, but he should be back in time for the next team fight. He is on the Lucio after all. Swaps are coming through, understandably. Urso going onto the Sombra. Our Demo getting onto the Hog, onto the right heart. Definitely a smart play here. He's giving up a lot of more charge for a DPS on the side of Tater. Aiden for the massive storm arrow kill on a Chaotic. And that might be it. But the Bordosh doesn't die him. Definitely seems like a win. And there is a fat Shadow coming through. And Tater's, yeah, man. Maybe they're able to keep Bulldogs up in that team fight and allow them to get that Shatter off, allowing for the team fight win. Check this out. Reset going in now for the side of Bushido. They're going to come in. Sorry, what's up?
I was spectating Polish there. I was going to say it looked like it was a split second late on the eat on the grab there, but they still won the fight anyway.
Adaptive circuits engaged.
Duplicate comes through.
Big hack on the Echo Rhine. Yeah, that's big hack on the Echo Rhine there.
Just great focus around. By the feet, I should say. Being aggressive coming in from the side of Bushido. And coming like it's doing a lot of work. The neck hold is gone. Shatter, however, won't do the opposite.
Gar and Aiden are building some really quick holds. Like that was the second ult for both of them.
I mean, these are both their comfort picks. You know, like Aiden's really good Hanzo and Nagara, really known for their Zarya. So, yeah, I mean, with these two on their comfort picks here, they're gonna be able to build results fast, especially with Gara. You know, has a lot of that charge.
Also, something we've seen from Bushido Banzai, they've been nanoing the Zarya a lot, which we don't see a lot of. It's usually like Reinhardt or a DPS player that gets the nano, but they've been nanoing Gara a lot on the Zarya. That's a big kill on the nano there.
But that AP there might turn things around.
Fight, yeah.
Indeed, it does. Polish will fight chaotic things in the end today, but I don't think it will be enough, especially with a hack onto him. Nidoking, however, going back in for the Korean contest, the touch. He's going to be taken down. He's going to be swatting like a fly for our Demo. And Bushido Banzai will finally be able to push through here. Cap first.
Did they solo shadow to Lucio there?
I think they did. I think our Demo did solo shatter him. I was a bit confused about that. I'm assuming you're probably just trying to catch the Tracer with that, but oh, that's going up, Lucio.
I think we can see another Nano Zarya again.
Oh, probably, especially if Bulldog just has the biggest hack for the barrier. Most definitely. There it is.
Oh no, the Nano to Reinhardt, but Gar is like 100 charge.
Bushido pushing through right now, and they got Nidoking has to get the hit shatter off. But he gets melted before he can even get it off. Nido is down. It's all up to 0 to stall the point as long as he can, but I don't know if it will be enough. Shatter on the Bulldog so long enough to touch. That's a massive bolt onto Pertzel actually, but
and it shows have an EMP. I don't know. Yeah, that's not enough. Though. I don't think that's gonna be enough.
I don't think it
is. Out the EMP. Aiden's stalling pretty well. He's just sitting behind cart. The Echo's back. Bap and Diva are both back as well. So maybe the stall was
Oh yeah, I mean with the window up, that's definitely that is 100% winning for Taters.
Oh wow, Aiden actually brought that back to him. Wow.
Absolutely fantastic stall going from the Tracer.
And Perso probably wishes he had that EMP now. He probably wishes he had that EMP.
Yeah. Aiden will be kicked out over as he by the Helix Missile, Bushido pushing through, but fantastic pick from Nidoking, canceling the attack visor. Grab goes in onto the Diva, but it's not going to find much. That pin though, doing massive work. People get onto the Reinhardt stall as long as he can. Nido wants to stay alive. Aiden fighting Pertzel once again. Pertzel is down first. These DPS stars can attack. Big pulse bomb on it.
Oh, I thought Aiden almost brought it back again, dude. That was very impressive. I thought Aiden almost brought it back.
Yeah, unfortunately, he was not able to bring it back there. And Bushido will take the series 4-0.
Yeah, Perso had a monster of a map there.
Oh, most definitely. Here it is. This was. No, never mind. It wasn't. Our Demo had killed her. My 33 high energy kills. Yeah, Gara was.
Yeah, Gara, like
crazy.
they played really well that map. They all played really well that map.
Yeah. And not just like that. That is the entire series. Bushido, just their improvements showing through from today's match. I mean, like wow, absolutely clean game against Tater bots. Tater's gonna have some homework to do for next week's game. The improvements in.
Yeah, they do take on iconic noobs next week, so that is gonna be an uphill battle for Tater bots.
Very much so, yeah. Iconic noobs, second best team in the league. That's gonna be quite tricky for Taters to break through.
Bushido, they play, I believe, it's not Spellbound. They play Cosmic Dawn next week. That's what it is. They play Cosmic Dawn next week, who did have this week off. Cosmic Dawn are also in the playoffs at the moment. They're locked in. So I do think that'll be a really nice game because we could possibly see Dre back on DPS. I do think Bushido Banzai have a pretty nice DPS duo with Persto and Chaotic, and I thought Dre played extremely well on the tank tonight. So who
Yeah.
knows if he'll switch back over to DPS or.
Honestly, I hope he becomes like a flex player for this team, like, because like his diva was quite excellent, honestly. So honestly, if even if Dre's eligible like next week for the DPS, I really hope we see Borja, or 2 weeks I should say from now. I really hope we see him continue to play the tank also alongside the DPS. Alright, MVP. Oh, I was a fast MVP. No, I'm going to Bushido for Bullet and Nidoking.
Bullet and Nidoking. I thought Bullet had himself a nice series.
Yeah, Bullet did have a very nice series this game. He had a lot of pressure put onto him from the DPS and from Gara on the 4th map, but he was able to stand strong a lot of the time against the odds there. So yeah, I most definitely agree. Bullet showed up quite well there for the Tater side. Or yeah, Tater's. I am very mixed up today. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with me today. No MVP noms on the side yet.
Bullet and Nita.
Tater. Or for Taters, I was saying.
Yeah, waiting for Taters MVP nom.
Yeah. Once we get those MVP noms from Taters, we can start talking about MVPs. Once we get those noms in.
So, Nito, I do think Nito had moments on the Echo. Nito had moments on the Echo as well. I think he played mostly the Echo. Wasn't he the Echo most times? I also thought Aiden played really well. The one map he played on Real, so I thought he played really well on the Hanzo. He was a big reason they almost got the full hold on their defense.
Yeah, like
I also think the Kree was nice as well. Like Perso was dominating for the most part, and the Kree was the only thing that even made it. The Kree stopped them a little bit, but even then the Kree was just it just wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. Because Perso just had a monster map on the fair.
Alright, so
I'll ask Polish.
Okay. Oh, you give him the fat at.
The fat at, yeah. The fat
there
at.
it is.
Also, it doesn't look like we're gonna have any interviews unless Persto wants to.
Yeah, there is KDB and Hunko still on the bench.
Oh, that is true. That is true. Yeah. So I can ask.
See. Oh no, that was Katie.
Oh, she left. Okay. Should we? I don't know if you should we like give him a little bit more time.
We should probably. So it's okay. When we asked for noms was 4 minutes ago. We should give him 2 more minutes. Like give him and then 2 more minutes. Okay. We have not got anything. no responses yet. So it's might be it. Oh, okay. KDB coming back. Is coming back for an interview. Okay, we got interview from answers from Bushido, but nothing from Taters yet. They're still radio silent. So
should we go ahead with MVPs? Should we I
think it has been 6 minutes. I'm pretty sure.
About 5 minutes. Wait, is there a time? Okay. Is there a certain time we have to wait? If there's a certain time we have to wait, we can wait.
I usually wait like 7 minutes after. 7 minutes after they say it.
Yeah, we can wait. That's fine.
Yeah, we could do Katie's interview when she comes back and wait for that.
Are you gonna do that one first?
I mean, we could if we want to continue to wait for them, but it's up to you.
Yeah, we can bring Katie in.
All right, so we do Katie's interview as we wait for Taters. Just give him a bit more time. Paul's just typing, so speak of the devil. We are there. There is the man of the hour himself, Polish AF, typing in. Dre and Perzo will be the interview.
Dre and Perzo. I actually really like both of those. I like both of those picks.
They were both fantastic here tonight in the Bushido Banzai roster. So yeah, I agreed. So now we have KDB's back. There we go. We got that. You want to do now that we got the noms? I mean, I know I said we could do KDB's interview first, but because we have the noms now, do you want to quickly do MVPs and then go to Katie's interview?
Yes, we can do that.
All right. So I don't know about you, but I think Tank is pretty settled on Dre here tonight.
Yeah.
Dre was for coming out on the Tank role, something that a lot of people were not common had seen him on. He was absolutely stellar on the Diva. He was basically almost uncontested the entire game, especially on Hollywood, when he was harassing the backline, specifically the supports on the Diva, and getting those early picks. And it won team fights. It really did. It won team fights for Bushido, especially team fights they should have lost a lot of the time. So, and also all the bomb angles he was having, or getting 2K to 3K bombs, they're stellar. Stellar tank play coming from Dre.
Yeah, like I had said, for a DPS player, they normally play Zarya, Hog, Sigma even, maybe even Orisa. I don't think you rarely see a DPS player switch over to Diva and play as well as Dre has played. He played really well tonight, so I do think him being MVP, that'll be very fitting, especially his first game of his season. So that's pretty impressive as well.
Yeah. We fully agree on Dre?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Now for DPS, it's a slightly contested role for the performances we saw here tonight. But I think there was one DPS that we both could agree on that was great here. Was fantastic, and that was Perzo. Perzo,
yeah, I do. Yeah, I agree with that.
Perzo was doing so much on almost every map. He was doing work on the McCree on the first couple maps of Hollywood and Oasis. I don't know.
It was Lijiang. The first one was
Lijiang. I'm sorry. I don't know what. My bad. Oasis. I said Oasis again.
Yeah, his Cree on Lijiang was really nice. He played well on Hollywood. Kind of got Widow dips for a little bit on Anubis on their attack, I believe. No, it was their attack. Yeah, kind of got Widow dips for a couple minutes there, but for the most part, he played well. And then on Rialto, he had I don't know what the final blow count was, but it looked like he could have had a flutter deadlift. He was playing extremely well on Rialto.
That's actually a great term to use for him on Rialto there, the footed deadlift, because he was pulling that foot. He was really pulling that a lot of the time with the 6Ks and 5Ks on the far. Most of that. Yeah, I think we both agree that Perzo is the DPS. Now, for support, this is there's a lot of candidates, I think, for support. I want to hear your thoughts first for it, Kenny.
I think first I'm gonna say Glass. I thought Glass played well. Glass also played all four maps, so I do think I don't know if it's they played a very very big role in their team winning, like with both Reinhardts, with Hongo and Demo on Reinhardt, did a great job of keeping them up, giving them the nanos, and then the nano Zarya and Rialto was fun to watch a couple of times as well. So I think Glass played really well. Also, Maka for Tater bots, I thought they had a pretty nice series as well on the Ana. So yeah, Ana's always a fun hero to watch as well. So
Definitely the most dynamic support to watch right next to like the Zen. So much like little micro plays and work come from the Ana pick. But yeah, I do agree. Both Maka, like, it's hard to pick between the two. Like Maka and Glass, both really good. I think I'm pushing more for Glass though. I think Glass was very consistent throughout the entire series and looked very swell on especially Hollywood. So I think I'm pushing more for Glass personally.
yeah, I think we could go with Glass as well. Like I don't mind doing the 3-0 to Bushido Banzai. They earned it tonight. Played well on all three roles. It was like a great team win. I don't think any one role was more important than the other. I think all three roles played out of their minds tonight. Glass, Killerbot, KDB on the supports, Perso, Chaotic, and all four tanks that they played, Demo, Hongo, who's been with the team for a while. And Gar's also been on the team for a while, but tonight was one of the first times we've seen Gar play, I believe, this season. And Dre in his first game of the season played really well on the Diva.
All right. So yeah, that's gonna
So
be.
you can invite Katie. Are you ready to invite Katie? Okay. Do you want to type? Do you want to type MVPs, or I can do it, and you can talk to Katie first, and I can.
I'll get Katie. I'll get Katie in here.
I invited her already.
Oh, okay. Okay, good. And there she is.
Hello.
Right. Hi, welcome.
Hi.
Welcome. So first of all, I want to say quickly, congratulations on your win here tonight against Taters 4-0.
Thanks, guys. Really
It was
appreciate
it was quite a fun game to commentate. So I'll be starting off with questions here tonight. So your newest pickup, Dre, that we saw play on the off tank here. He was playing on the off tank. Didn't play the DPS at all. So should we expect Dre to be more of a flex player in future matches, or will Dre be later on be playing more DPS and tank?
As of right now, he's actually only eligible to play tank because of how the SR system works right now until the 2-week grace period is up. So once that drops off, Dre is technically eligible to play DPS for us, but it is all going to be really based on like who's in what game, what kind of lineups we can make, is it really possible, because he would be a 10 on DPS, and we already have another Masters player on DPS, which is Neo. So just being able to get equal playtime between the both of them, but also with our other DPS players as well, would maybe prove to be a little bit difficult. So for now, myself and our other captains agree that Dre is definitely an asset on tank.
All right, right on. Do you have any questions you want to spout right now, Kenny?
Yeah, congratulations, like Tempo had said, on the win.
Thank you.
So did Dre recently pick up the Diva? Because I thought his Diva was very impressive tonight. I think it's pretty rare you see a DPS player play Diva. So is it something that he just picked up, or has he been a Diva player before? Or
from the scrims that we have played with him and his trial that he did with us, he has played all of the off tanks, Sigma, Zarya, and Diva. but he has definitely shown that he is a force to be reckoned with on Diva. And so on the maps that I did have him in on, which was Anubis and Hollywood, Diva was definitely, we felt more of the pick just between going between the high grounds, and it was just easier to also get in the Pharah's face. So, but I also think Diva might be a bit of a comfort pick, I'm not entirely sure, but his other off tanks are definitely a force to be reckoned with as well.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, I do have one question actually. I do want to ask quickly. So, it is about it's a bit of a weird question, but it's about Gara. So we haven't seen Gara a lot recently, and they had a really fantastic game here on Rialto here tonight, and I was actually curious if we might see Gara in the future and like incorporating more comms potentially, or is Gara's schedule conflicting with the league? Is that and that's why we haven't seen them much?
I'd say yes and no to that. Obviously, like, he can't always come to, like, every scrim. I don't expect everybody to come to every scrim all the time. Just because, you know, we all have lives outside of the league, and I can't, it's not like this is a professional sport.
Yeah.
But, whenever he does show up to scrims and to games as well, I always make sure, like, he does at least get one map in. Just, it's kind of how personally I like to do lineups. Like, if you show up, if you put in the work, especially in scrims and, like, coming to team practices and stuff like that, you are going to get more playtime in games. And it's obviously, it's not his fault that, like, he has work and time zones are a thing and they suck. But if he does, like, if he shows up to scrims, I always make sure that he gets time in games.
Yeah, Gara played well tonight. So it's been pretty, like, everyone in the Discord knows at least, you know, J Money leaving was a pretty big loss. I think it would be a pretty big loss for most teams. But some people did feel like, you know, most of my teammates felt like you guys were kind of saying out better, but it's not because of J Money. It's not like he was like holding the team back. It just seems like a play style, like clashing of the play styles between the two teams. And so your 2 games since J Money, you guys have looked a lot better. It's only been 2 games, or it has been 3.
I think it's only been this one, and was it against throwing for content?
It was.
Yeah, I think it was only those 2 games.
Yeah, and you guys obviously have looked a lot better in these last 2 games. So, do you like? What do you think the difference is between then and now? Between like pre-J Money and post-J Money leaving?
I do have to agree with you. I think it was partially due to just like a clashing of personalities and a clashing of play styles. Nothing against J Money. Like, absolutely none. He's a fantastic DPS player. But he didn't always mesh well with like Chaotic, Pritzo, Esdeath, like, and that's nothing personal, it's just different play styles.
Yeah, every team has it. Yeah, every team has like those issues where not everyone sees where, you know, like comms because I know we have issues with comms between like Prof and other people sometimes. So like just small things like that could cost fights and cost maps. So yeah, it is yeah. Also, like Jay, like you said, he's a great player. He's on a good team like Iconic Noobs. I think he's fitting in really well with them as well. But I also think like Chaotic and Perso, just from scrims and the games even, they have always held their own weight in every game that they played. And Neo, he's a great flex DPS, and Dre, if he is able to play DPS at any point, like you guys have a really nice team. I think it's a pretty scary team as well. Also, did you see
I'm really
the MVPs?
looking forward to. No, I did not see the MVPs.
It is.
But.
What were you saying?
I was gonna say. Let me guess. Dre.
Yes.
Pritzo.
Yes.
Please.
Yes.
Thank God. He has not gotten MVP all season, and he is definitely deserving of MVP.
Really? I
With
thought
how
he's
he
gotten it
plays.
before.
No, he has not gotten it at all this season.
Oh,
So I'm
wow.
very happy that he got MVP. And I did hear you guys talking about Glass and Maka, but please be Glass.
Yeah, it's Glass as well. Yeah.
Okay. She hasn't gotten MVP at all this season either, so I'm very happy for them.
Yeah, Perso had a great game tonight. I thought that like the first 2 maps were great from him, and then map 4 he just like hard carried on the Pharaoh. It was absolutely nasty.
He popped on Pharah.
Do you have any more questions, Tempo?
No, I'm good, and I'm out of them.
Yeah, that's it for me as well. Do you have anything you want to say to your congratulations to your team or anything? Shout out to anybody.
Oh, I'll just say this. I'm really proud of my team, and I'm really proud of what we've done so far this season. We've had our ups and our downs. We've had... God knows we've had a bit of discourse within our team. So I'm glad that now we're finally hitting our stride and that we are moving upward.
Also,
so I'm very proud of all of them.
Also, a small... as far as playoffs go, did you know that if you won this game, you would be you'd be in 6th for the moment? Like, after this week, you'd be in 6th place. Did you know that?
Is it the top 6 that...
It's the top 6, yes, that gets in.
Yay!
And
so we're in playoffs.
Well, it's not... You have to win next week as well.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to win next week as well. But yeah, you are, as of right now, you're like in 6th place. I believe you have like a 2-map advantage on Tater bots. So yeah, it was a pretty big game going in. And you guys not knowing, maybe that helped because you played more free, played more, So yeah.
We like to have fun, and that's what this is really. At the end of the day, we're just a bunch of friends that got together. We play on a team and we have fun.
That's what it's all about, really. But yeah,
Well, I won't
congratulations.
lie, it's fun winning too. But yeah.
Congratulations on the win again. Yeah.
Thank you.
Nice job. Good luck in your game against, I believe it's Cosmic
Dawn,
yes.
I believe, is our last game of the season. I think.
Yes, that is your last one, Cosmic Dawn. So, good luck in that game. Have a nice night.
Thank you. Thanks. You guys have a good night too.
Good night. I don't think we're gonna have any interviews for the side of Taters. I'm assuming.
No, they don't. I don't think they've done interviews at all this season.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's also because they all left the lobby. So. Yeah. That's looking like that will be it for tonight.
Yeah. Looks like that'll be it. Final score was 4-0. Bushido Banzai over Tater bots. The MVPs are Dre on tank. Dre 515000061. This is PS, and DPS was Persto, and support was Glass. I don't know how to say the last part, but it was Glass. Yes. But
I think it's Mena Jerry.
I don't know. I want to say like margarine, but that's not it.
Yeah.
It's not it.
That's probably good, smart for us not to take a risk, so we don't butcher it.
But yeah, that's it from us. So have a nice night, everybody, and have a fun rest of your weekend.
Take care.
We're still